Hey, what's going on there with YouTube? Let me get this thing set right here real quick. Bam! Right there, right there, right there, right there. All right, there we go. Hey, all right, today we're going to talk about motivation. Do you have motivation? It's either you do or you don't. And if you don't, you can get it, okay? So, what we're going to talk about is what the meaning of motivation is, because every words have meanings. So it says here, motivation is the inner drive or desire that propels you toward a goal, influencing the direction, intensity, and persistence. And so my question to you is, do you have that kind of motivation? Do you have the kind of motivation that gets you to take action? Okay, so I said before in another video about having goals and all that stuff, and all a goal is a dream with a deadline. You know, people make New Year's resolutions and then they fizzle out. I'm going to the gym. The gym's really busy for about 3 months. Then it fizzles down and it's back down to normal. Then it comes back and then people are motivated to get into the gym. But here's the thing. You got to have something that gets you up. Is it bills? If your bills are your motivator, that's not too positive. So what I'm going to encourage you to do is think beyond your bills. So here, think about your dreams. What you want to be, what you want to have, what you want to do. I'm not just talking about material things. I'm talking about how would you feel if you ain't got to worry about your bills? How would you feel? It's like, I got to pay everybody to check out for that, check out for this. But I'm going to do whatever it takes so I can live beyond my bills as far as in enjoying life. Because you never get wealthy thinking about bills. Never. You can't grow. That's not a positive emotion. That's a negative emotion. Your dreams and goals are positive. When you think about, people think about New Year's resolutions and stuff like that, it gets you excited to think about what you could be, what you could do, what you could have, how things could be different. But you know what you got to have to get that stuff? As I'll always say, get that stuff. You got to get that stuff. You don't wait on somebody to do this for you, to give you motivation. This is something that's stoked up on the inside. See, we all have a flame that's down here on the inside. What you need to do is sometimes get a fire going, like when we go camping and stuff, and the boys and grandson. You got to take it. You start that fire. Starts out small, but sometimes you just got to. Not too much, but you got to blow on it. I'm going to encourage you to blow on that flame. How do you blow on that flame? This is how you do it. You got to get you a mofa. A mofa. I ain't cussing here, but you got to get you a mofa. What is a mofa? A mofa is a motivating factor. A motivating factor. What's motivating you to get this done? See, you got to have a big enough why. Why am I doing this? Because I'm thinking beyond this. I'm thinking about this here. That's where my mind is focused on. See, you'll never get here thinking about this. But you can get here and take care of that at the same time. So you got to have a goal, which is a dream with a deadline. So when you think about motivation, I think about motive with action. What action are you willing to take to get what you want? How big is your want to? How bad do you want it? Or should I say, how good do you want it? How good do you want it to be for you, for your family? Are you willing to go pay that price to get that stuff? Everything comes at a price. You gotta be, listen, when we go to the store, we go shop for something, everything has a price tag on it. True or false? It all got a price tag on it, right? Let me ask you this question here. I'm going to ask you this question. This here's that price tag right here. Everything has a price tag associated to it. Are you willing to pay that price? Because it's going to cost you something. And you're going to have to sacrifice something. Time is something that you're going to have to sacrifice. Whether it's you're a content creator, whether you run a business, whether you work a job, whether you need to go get another job. See, here in America, we think that 8 hours, I do 8 hours, I'm done. Let me tell you something, you own a business, you got to put in some hours. I'm talking about 10, 12, 14 hours. This is part of it. Sometimes you own a business, sometimes that business owns you, okay? But you got to enjoy it because it's the dream, it's the mofa, it's the mofa. It's the mofa that gets you going and keeps you going, keeps you moving. That's what's feeding me. The drive, the dream. The dream is blowing on that flame that's on the inside. So I want to encourage you, don't let nobody blow out your flame. You're the one that blows on your flame. Don't look for motivation from somebody else to pay your price for you for what you want. That's up to you. That's up to you. That's up to me to go pay that price. Because everything comes at a price. I don't care if you're buying a car, a home, a this, a that. It comes at a price. So here's the thing. Go check out and see how much things cost. How much does it cost to not have to work 40 hours or 50 hours? Are you willing to go put in 70 or 80 hours today? I mean, this week? So that one day you got the choice. I can work 40, 30, 20. I do what I want. I'm trying to get you there, but you know what? It's going to take motivation. That's the ability, your mofa, to take action to get what you want. Faith without works is dead. You cannot have nothing without working, doing something. Everything free. The gospel is free. When Jesus, who I call Yahusha, when he came down on the cross, he had to pay the price so you could be free. Everything free is paid for by someone that is willing to sacrifice, and work. And he was the sacrificial lamb that came so you and I can have this free gospel. You and I can have this free salvation. But the Bible says, work out your salvation with what? Fear and trembling. So you got to put in that work. And if you want something spiritually, you got to put in that work of obedience. Now, if you want to call that works, call it what you want. I'm working out my salvation just like I like to pump that steel. I like to take and work. I love work. It doesn't bother me. It's a good thing. It keeps me moving. It keeps you healthy. Instead of, I'm 59 years old, and so I see some people, boy. Man, how old are you? I'm 49. Why are you acting like you're 89? Huh? Why? That's a choice. It's all choices. So, anyway, keep your motivation going. Keep the fire going. Keep stoking that flame. And then guess what? You put some more logs on that flame. Next thing you know, that's a fire. Now, that's a fire right there. And you can take and you can get warm and you can glean from that. And guess what? When that fire on the inside of you lights up, other people can benefit from the fire that's on the inside of you. They can benefit from it. Consider the price, the cost. And are you willing to pay the cost or not? Because here's the thing. Here's what it boils down to. Right here, your motivation. Your motivation. I can't do it for you. You got to do this for yourself. I can inspire you, motivate you for this time, this little YouTube video, but you're going to have to do this yourself, okay? So, you're going to have A big want to. How bad do you want to stop smoking? How bad do you want to get in shape? How big is your want to? How bad do you want to get out of debt? That's another topic. How big is your want to have a good quality of life, quality time? Do you want it? If you don't want it, it's fine. There's other people that do. And some people are willing to pay that price. I'm just dumb enough to pay the price. How big is your want to? I hope you get that stuff. It's up to you. It's up to me if it is to be. Ultimately, it's up to him, but it's up to me. I have to do something. Faith without works is dead. Faith, you work as if it all depends on you, because it does. But you have faith as if it all depends on him, because it does. And when those two come together, faith with works, you and him come together and you're working in sync, in obedience, you'll move. He will give you the desires of your heart. Holler at you later.